Hello and welcome, I am Garian Reaver and this is Cultist Simulator, a game that on paper sounds perfect for me, but I haven't quite clicked with. So I thought I'd do a video on it, see what you think, and see if you can give me any advice on how to click with it better. It is a card-based game, which is why it's on the tabletop channel, and it is about creating a cult, basically. Also, before I go into it, just wanted to quickly mention, in the settings in Clarity, there's a bird worm option that flicks between order and anarchy in the Clarity menu. What does that mean? The idea is, I'm a physician. Today is the day I return to my post at the Institute. I have a position and a reputation that should mean something, but I'm beginning to dream of something else. The idea is you're always playing someone who's... Oh, cool, they snap, that's pretty good. You're playing someone who has interest in sort of the occult. Oh, click to name. So, Dr. Walker. So you have to sort of do things to advance in this way without being caught, without being killed, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not going to explain everything I'm doing because there is so much in this game that it would be very, very difficult. Hang on, I have played a total of 5 hours and I don't really know what I'm doing. So, I'll try and explain as best I can, but keeping it as simple and brief as possible. You do work, so I work at the Institute, and you get things in response for that. So now that I've sort of unlocked the thing, I don't know how to move more than one at a time. So you have funds which you need to spend periodically to stay healthy and alive. You have health, which you need to not run out of. You have reason, which you use to sort of do things, and then you've got your job. So with this guy, it's best to just continually work at the Institute. You also get things like notes in the case of Amy Thist, which is a previous character I was playing. So when you start a new run, you always get like a thing about the previous character you were playing. These generally unlock things. Then there is a lot of reading because it's a card-based thing. When I got this game, I didn't realise it was a card-based thing. But you just get things like my own eyewitness account of the ghastly decline of Amy Thist. My handwriting deteriorates as the account progresses. But you can study things to learn more about them, to improve the amount of reason or health or... I can't remember the other one that you have. If I put this on fast forward mode, and it's sort of it's this basically waiting for timers, trying to juggle all the different things that you need to juggle to not die. So here, time passes, you have to spend one fund every so on. The visible light, so you can dream. You studied the notes, so now I have directions to Morelands, which is a book dealer. But I will study health, because I want to improve my health. I'm quite low on that with only the one. And this will just continue to tick over, so it gives me 2 funds per cycle. So I just need to keep ticking that over, and I should never run out of funds. But there are other things like belief. So it will devour your reason if you don't have... or if you do have something. It's really, really confusing. So I got contentment from a dream, which is good to stave off dread. But contentment is only temporary, it only lasts 55 seconds, and so on. Can I dream about reason? And studying has given me health and vitality. If I just scoot that down to there. Vitality, you put it in there, it lasts like 3 minutes, you put it in there with more vitality and you get an extra health. So if I do health again, that's 60 seconds, that lasts 3 minutes. So I should get enough to get another vitality. And the idea is you can continually research the same things to improve on them over time. Oh, see, it's taken my funds, and then there's also bleak thoughts. So that's consumed my... oh no, my thing might have just run out, my contentment. But a lot happens, like I have no idea why it's doing this. And okay, it's giving it dread, that's bad. And Course of the Heart. So now I have 2 vitality, so I stick the 2 vitality in there and I'll get an extra health thing, I think. Oh, and I have my reason back. But if you click on the thing, it sort of sparkles anything that you can look at. So let's see, let's dream about my health. Course of the Heart. Ah, I got a free vitality for some reason. But so much happens and there is so much reading. A lot of it's repeated, so I sort of struggle. I don't have the full-on interest there. It's gained an extra health, so I've got one in there. And I also have the second one. But it means it's more expensive to use up again. There, that gave me a contentment, which sort of staves this off. There are several ways to lose. One of them is depression, which is this one. One is running out of money, although that has more of a knock-on effect to health and so on. Then there's being caught by the police for being suspect and whatever. There is so much in this. It reminds me a lot of Sunless Seas, which is very much a sort of, it's a text-based exploration game, and while those can be good, they can also be quite tiring if you can't be bothered to read everything. It's very difficult to play, except by skimming, unless you do want to just sit down and read everything. And theoretically, when you've read it once, you then pretty much know it, because it's more or less the same. But it's one of these games about finding the tiny variations to progress. And I tend to get bogged down in this game by trying to stay alive. So now I'm not feeling well, so it's temporarily taken one of my health. The health may be gone, it may come back, I don't really recall. But I'll stick the other one in there because it's always good to have extra contentment hanging around. Now that that one's gone, just burned up. And I have an extra reason as well. So I can just keep doing that, or I can start looking for Moorlands. You can create a cult. Ah, I have an affliction, so if I dream on the affliction, I can turn it back into health, or it's gone forever. You can create a cult and then do culty things. And I got an occult scrap, which you can then use to explore and find things. But it is very... It's very odd, this game. I don't fully understand what I'm doing. And I've been told by Harry, who plays a lot of this, or has played a lot more than me at least, that... oh no. Oh, funds. Funds go there, and then... Okay, sure. I can study any of these. I'll go with health. It's good to have more health. I've got plenty of reason. I don't need more of that right now. I've discovered a place. So these things you can like go to create an expedition. You create an expedition, you have a couple of your followers go and collect whatever is there, and you get like things. It's so hard to explain. There is so much in this. I have barely scratched the surface, but it's like you need to understand it better in order to go deeper. I'll stick a fund in there, because I am this physician. It's probably one of the easier classes to play because you do have a steady income, whereas in some of the other ones you've got to work constantly, and it takes a lot of sort of effort to do. Ah, I got a book for that one. So this is a bookshop, Moorland shop. You go there, you buy, you pay a fund, you get a random book. And some books are really useful, some are occult, some are in other languages that you then have to translate, and so on. Oh, not more restlessness, that always turns into dread. See, I fail at this usually because I get so depressed that I just kill myself in-game. And that's not good, obviously. So I don't quite know how not to do that. And Harry told me that I focused too much on the... Oh, I can dream about that and put that in to get rid of the dread, because I've already got a second one, yay! So when you're not playing as the physician with the constant income, it's so hard to have the money to do anything. There are some sort of tracks you can go down, but it's so difficult. Let's try studying that book. Or at least I find it really complex and unintuitive, and that's why I've never really... I say never really. I haven't so far got on with this game that well. I do think there is a glimmer of something truly fascinating in this, in the same way that Sunless Seas has this. They're both quite eldritch, quite Lovecraftian, and I love that. So I'm burning through my funds, but I can just stop at any point. I got, what's this? That is a locksmith. So let's try, oh no, I improved that. So I'm going to put that over there. You use that for something or other. Let's try that one. A lot of these books do just give you like these occult scraps, which you then use on things to do other things. I've never got as far as a summoning rite. Even when I had a bloody ton of these things, I just couldn't get my head around what I was supposed to be doing. I can now translate Greek books into English. That's useful. There are numerous books there that are in Greek and you can't use them until they're in English. And another occult scrap. And some of these, I can't remember which one it is. Stop it. That one. So this one is used to explore and find new places, whereas all the other colours are used for the associated, like, track. And basically for each colour of thing, there is a form of cult you can follow, and like the red ones are all about indulgence, and the other ones I haven't followed, so I don't know anything about them. Now I'm exploring with the occult scrap to try and find something. I don't know what, really. Now I'm curious, if I leave that in there without collecting that restless... Yeah, okay, it does just become dread. And that just sits in there, so there's sort of no point collecting those things, because unless... Or at least I find that there's no point because they just decay and so on and blah blah blah. So I just ignore them. Pretty much. And then what will be if I get depressed and feed off bloody tons of repressed dread, then whatever. That's another place I can launch an expedition. Back up to 6 funds, so let's get another book. When you've already done the vitality thing once, you then have to get lessons learned, which combines 2 vitality into one of those, and then you need 2 of those to upgrade your physique, and then you'll need 3, and then 4, and then 5, and so on. And eventually it does become very, very difficult to improve your stuff, because they just decay faster than you can produce them. Or at least before you can produce enough to progress them further. I have a dread and a contentment, so you dream to get rid of them both, basically. They cancel each other out. The sticking point tends to be studying, because you need to study to do everything. You need to study to improve your things, you need to study to open books, and so on. It's sort of... That's your sticking point, and the rest is sort of to keep you alive and content while you're doing that. And I guess in the later stages it's also to prepare for whatever else it is you're going to do. This is a collection of essays, so you can turn that into a reasoned lesson learned. So that's useful if you want to upgrade that, and these are sort of a late game way for you to quickly gain additional ones of these that would otherwise take several minutes to gather. You can explore a fleeting reminiscence, but they tend to go poorly, if I remember correctly. But now I can stick 2 vitality in with that, and that will get me another health. And then I'll be fairly healthy for a doctor. Ironically. Restlessness, yeah. See, every time or at least more often than not, when I use fleeting reminiscence, I tend to get restless, which then decays into dread. And yeah, it doesn't seem worth it trying to do that. I can explore with health. Just go for a walk around the streets. Contentment, that'll be useful when the restlessness begins. And there we go, I have an extra health. And go back to work. And here it's asking me for payment. So I found someone I can pay to enact regrettable necessities. I don't think I need one of them. But I've got the funds, so I may as well. Let's continue studying books, because studying books from Moorlands is the early game best way to do anything. Aha! Oh, bugger, it just ate my dread. I was literally about to turn that into whatever. Yeah, the hired muscle. So this is what you get when you pay for them, but they only last like 2 minutes, and unless you have a particularly use for them, they just don't do anything. And I got... This is another exploration one, but it's a higher level. You can see the white line is further along. In this one, there is no white line, because that's like a level 0 or level 1, whereas this one has the white line. and that shows how progressed, how high level it is. And late game, you need lots of high level of whichever one you're playing with. That teaches me Latin. Okay, I'll get that next time I can. And explore using the higher level one. Yay! Glimmering. What's glimmering? Passion. That was what the last one was. Yes. Physicians have no passion. That's a problem. Because I've got that, but I can't do anything with it. So I may as well just keep doing the early night on the chance of getting a second passion glimmering. So I can... oh. Barber's warning. I've also got an erudition, but that's probably going to decay. I don't really need a 6th one. And Lockwood Fen. Presumably that's another expedition. Yes, it is. Okay, put that aside and go for a walk. In this time, I actually got something. Streets Strange by Moonlight. This game is really poetic and beautiful, and some of the expressions and terms it uses are so good. I just don't know what I'm doing. So you can just explore by moonlight. Oh goody, I got Dread from an early night. That was unanticipated. And I discovered a subtle fracture. Can be used in rites. Can I do anything else with it? And I'm now a Latin scholar. Can I study that? You study that with something else. So I think the idea is you study that with the key. What goes here? No, I don't know. Now I've got a Dread and a Bloody Restless. This is how you get bloody dead. You just get depressed because apparently being a physician is just one of the most depressing things. Living in this world is one of the most depressing things. It's just bloody dread everywhere. Yep, there goes the dread. And Sanskrit. Ah, cool. It's good to have all these different languages because then any books I get can be used. Ah, a glimmering. 18 seconds. Damn, that's going to run out before that one's done. Okay. That's annoying, but alright. And Fascination. I don't remember what this is. I think Fascination is bad, but I don't recall getting a lot of it, so I don't think it's a massive problem. Oh look, it just took my Fascination. That's not good. May provoke visions. I don't know if that's good. Rite of the Crucible Soul. This is one of those, like, rituals you can do, but I have no idea how to do them. Even when I had a fully fledged cult, I had no idea how to do them. I've got loads of money, so I'm going to keep buying more books. Oh, and I got an Ardent Orison. It's going to keep going. Oh no, I need to go back to the streets because otherwise they'll disappear, and I assume it's better to have them than not. And another, this one's the heart. Oh, that's the next level up, so I'll put that one level higher. Actually, I'll put those one level lower. Contentment. Oh, that's good, because I'm depressed. Yay, because that was bad. It briefly flashed red. And essentially, if you continue to get dread without getting contentment, you will just commit suicide. And just to be clear, I haven't done anything yet. Oh, see, that's a level 3 one. I haven't done anything yet. I haven't done anything that's like, yep, I'm pushing the boat out, I'm investigating the occult. I mean, I suppose I'm reading these books, but I'm just getting these dread from whatever the hell these things are. Another glimmering, good. Stick those two in there. And continue going by moonlight. And my first passion, yay! And another glimmering. So, if this is another glimmering, I should be able to get another passion. Oh no, it's Fascination, that's bad. Translate from Greek. So I put that in there and then... Sorry, Greek, not Sanskrit. It's because it was yellow, I thought it was Sanskrit, yeah. So I now take 60 seconds to translate that, and then I'll be able to study it. Another subtle fracture. I don't know what those do. I assume they're just used in stuff. This can be used in rites to summon minions. I don't know how to do these. Let's find out what that is. Oh, it's a contentment. Good. By all means, keep going with that. Oh, I swear the timer on that's getting shorter. Like, it used to be a minute and then it was 30 seconds, and now it's down to 20. And now it's down to 18. I'm guessing it's like each time you use it, it reduces the timer by 1 second or something. All this stuff in the corner, I'm basically ignoring. It doesn't really do anything. It's more ticking over. Because it's all automatic stuff and it just sucks in various things, I just ignore it until I need to not ignore it. Lantern. And another Rite of the Watchman's Sorrow. I think that one's to do with this one, whereas that one's to do with this one. But I can study them, I think. But that's more doing stuff with them. I think that's improving them. I don't know how to generate these things. Down to just over 10 seconds now. Oh, what's this? Old unhappy far off things. Moth finds the light in the dark and so do I. Alright, I now have a load of glimmering. Actually, let's use the 2 that are older. So I should be able to get a second passion. And, oh, I got a vitality from dreaming about reason. Yeah, do that again then. Oh, God, that's down to 4 seconds now. So that will decay very soon. What do I want then? I've got 2 vitality here. How long have they got? They've got plenty of time. Alright, let's try and get the vitality. Just as I happen to have it. When it gets the little white circle, when it's got a number in, that's like, here is something for you to pick up. When it's got the circle, that means that whatever was in there has expired, has like just degraded, and you just click the little downward arrow to get rid of it. And vitality lesson learned. So the reason I did that is that lasts like 5 minutes, whereas these don't last that long, so... Oh, less than a second on the last one, probably. And... oh, good of restlessness. Way to slap me when I'm... well, I suppose I'm not down, but definitely not up anywhere. Yep, see, that is no longer giving me the wandering street. So I will now go back to Morelands. And I've got another lesson learned, so if I stick the 2 of those in there, I will get a second passion. And I'm also gaining books again. What if you dream about passion? This could... oh, it's asking for lore. Ah, this might be what I need to do then. Let's try... no, I've done the heart on my own. Let's try the flame. No? Yes? Yeah, I think you can swap that at any time. And I got a lantern. And this time I got that back. I also got contentment. I got my passion is exhausted. Okay, so I got contentment out of that overall. Let's try that again with the flame again. And a moth, level 2. And a glimmering. And I got a fascination, that's not good. And that's a new kind. Sexton's Secret. Use this in a rite with a corpse and edge, and the corpse will rise. That's interesting. And another erudition. Oh! And another Sexton's Secret. Ooh. And knife, that's a new aspect. Next book. Oh, what's wrong with that one? This is the original Latin, so Latin and book. Let's go for a walk, see if we can get another moonlit street. And... oh! The Ecdysis Club. Ecdysis Club? An occult reputation cabaret. Alright, let's go inside and see what there is. There is fascination, contentment, and it's closed for now. Oh, a chalice. Level 1 chalice. Oh goody, a dread. But I... no, just the dread. That's the only thing I gained from that. But I do have a level 1 flame now. So you get these big collections of stuff. You just don't necessarily know what the hell any of it does. Because you can transform these into other forms. Like, if I decided, hey, I want to focus on the flame, I could, like, change things into thing. They go down like a linear path. And that's how you, like, multiply the amount of the thing you need. But I don't understand how you're supposed to do that enough to get the quantities you need. Could head back to the Cabaret Club. That was fun. Oh goody, another fascination. One thing I will say for this game is it does lull you into a routine. Do your job. Research the book. research the next book. And it does like keep you just ticking over like that, but I don't know how to get out of this loop. So I'm going to leave it here for now. If you want to see more of this, let me know. I kind of want to continue this, and hopefully if you have any tips, put them in the comments, please. I would love to know how I can improve on the way I play this, because I want to really enjoy this. I think there's something right in the core of this that I would like. I just don't know how to get to it. So, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you want to see more board games, card games like this, miniatures, and D&D. Like the video, and I will catch you later.